University life. My cat died. My grandfather passed away. Oh, hey! Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests.
Good evening.
2015 is upon us, and I had the adventure of a lifetime this past year. And I'd like to see my life's perspective in seasons, such as found in TV series. When I see that a particular ending ended really strongly, complemented by a firm beginning, that marks the season boundaries. And this season of 2014 had 4 major chapters. The first chapter was celebration. For 14 years in my life, I've worn a white school uniform. And for one day, just for one day, I wore this exact uniform, this blue uniform. 500 students celebrated in unison to what was called graduation. We gathered outside the hall, the Grand Hall in Empire Hotel. We were sweating, we were hissed and hushed because our voices can be easily heard from the inside. When the doors finally welcomed us, we marched. We took our certificates and sang. Wow, we're here. All the worries, all the hardship, all the torment of being a student was ended in that particular moment. We are here. My second chapter was exploration. For the first time ever, I went camping to Tumbarong. We were a group of 20 people or so, and one of our main purposes was to get out of our comfy rooms, away from our phones, just to enjoy nature. We bathed in the cold, gushing river. The rocks were tiled with sharp, the riverbed was tiled with sharp rocks. The streams were really rapidly flowing. I never learned this in school. When we climbed the canopy, 400 meters tall, it granted me the most breathtaking view of a lifetime. And one slipped highlight during the trip was knowing that we were actually living in nature. Look around you, I see nothing but concrete and rocks. But there, jungles, animals, and insects, we were living in what our ancestors were living. I learned to respect nature for its grand, robust, and awe. And my third chapter was tragic. My 87-year-old grandfather was sick for 4 years. His muscles shrank, his eyes sunken, and his body crumpled day by day. And finally, a month after arrival, he passed away. But this event was quite intriguing. For the first time ever, my father's side was united. Closer to his passing, we gathered and visited my grandfather often. And on his bedside, day by day, more and more gathered with him. When he passed, we settled his funeral. And afterwards, we hosted his funeral events and prayer events. For the first time ever, we were talking. We were laughing. My relatives and I barely knew their names, hardly even smiled at them. And yet, ironically, tragedy united us. And my final chapter was the rise. They say that in our lives, it's impossible to never fall down. We will fall down 10 times, we will fall down 100 times, we will fall down 1,000 times. But it doesn't matter. All that matters is when you rise that one single time. So earlier this year, I received my results for A-level. And I was shaking, looking at my phone, unlocking it, and looking at the letter grade. I immediately threw it, and I was drenched in tears. Amidst all the tears, a bright light showed. It was called Unibridge, and you have to work hard for one semester, for an exam, and a few weeks later, the results were out. And guess what? I passed! The shame I felt from looking away from my friends, my family, and my parents, all were wiped away. I'm going to do my degree soon. Ladies and gentlemen, the 4 chapters in this season, I have concluded something. It is actually a cycle. We triumph. We explore new things. We fall hard, but we rise harder. And we triumph again. How was your 2014, ladies and gentlemen? I wish the best of luck in your 2015. I hope that my 2015 and beyond will be as robust as ever. Thank you very much.